Hi, it's Evie. I have another fun one today. Another 1970s. We're going to talk about a few toys, games, and popular things. I kind of combined three things together. So some of these I remember and I really, really liked them. One is Pet Rocks. Do you remember the Pet Rocks? I loved them. At first I thought they were kind of dumb, and then the longer I thought about it, the more I liked them. And of course, a lot of people liked them, so being the age I was, you kind of follow along. Mood rings. Now, I had a mood ring, and I had more than one, and I loved it. It was the one I'm thinking of was adjustable, so you could squeeze it to make it smaller or open it up to make it bigger. And it was supposed to be dark black when you were in a bad mood, and then it turned different colors of like blues and greens, as I remember, if you were in a good mood. And I think it actually went off of skin temperature. Rubik's Cube. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. I never once in my life got the entire thing together. And of course, I think we all know that one person that goes, "Oh, give it to me." 90 seconds later, it's completely solved. Not me. Magic 8 Ball. Mine was about this big and it was black and of course had an 8 on it, and you ask it a question and you shook it up, and then like a yes or that would have a yes or no answer, and shake it up, and then there was like a, I think it was square, like a cube inside, and it floated and it would come up to this window and there was your answer. Probably not the greatest toy for a kid to have, but I didn't really know any better at the time. Clackers. Now, I remember these, but I don't remember having any of them. Maybe my sister had one, I can't remember. Bell bottoms. All about the bell bottoms. I still love bell bottoms. I think they're flattering. I really do. Tie-dye shirts. I've always loved tie-dye shirts. I can't say I've always had one in my closet, but if I see one for sale and I like it, I'm going to buy it. I love tie-dye. Leisure suits. Didn't really care for them, but yes, they were popular. When I got married in 1981, my husband's suit was powder blue polyester. Ugh. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. Okay, hairstyles. Afros. I remember those with the comb, the big pick comb. You stuck it in your hair. And then feathered hair, where it all went back nice and you sprayed it. It was just like concrete. When I was in high school, one of the girls got drug into a shower and her hair was all sprayed like that. When she got out, she was drenched wet, even the back of her hair. But boy, the front feathery parts, rock solid. And then we also carried those big combs. They were wide tooth comb, like a wet hair comb. It had the long handle on it, and that went in your back jean pocket. Okay, now we're gonna move on to, I guess I didn't categorize this very well. So I guess it's gonna be kind of, maybe I didn't put the games on this one. We'll call it popular. Disco Fever, and I think some people still like that. I still like a disco ball. I remember the skating rink. I skated twice a week, and I loved that ball in the middle of the skating rink. The Hustle. I think a lot of people, even the younger people, know what that is. Break dancing. Never did that. I mean, I guess it's good for what it is. They have to be pretty limber and pretty talented, pretty strong. Boogie vans. I remember those. Never had any. CB radios. Never had one. Never cared for one. Streaking. This I liked. I remember watching on TV. It would come on the news or in like a college ball game, football game, and there would be some guy, I guess they were guys anyway, streaking, and they were really trying to crack down on it. It was so funny. Kung Fu. There was even a song. I don't know if that was the name of it. Everybody's Kung Fu fighting. Maybe it wasn't even from the 70s. Maybe that was the 80s. I don't know. And skateboarding. I mean, I think that's been popular for a long time. It's just kind of rolled through the decades. Fondue parties. My mother, her opinion on fondue parties was they were nasty. She didn't really see it as you put a toothpick in a piece of food and then you put it in the dip and you ate it off the toothpick and you got a clean toothpick. She more felt like it was nasty. It was like double dipping in the fondue, which I suppose some people did. Tang. Remember the astronauts Tang? We drank Tang, and I think it was okay. It kind of had a flat, nothing taste to it, but it was definitely popular. Pop Rocks. Loved Pop Rocks. And I remember kids putting soda in their mouth with them, and it would get really fizzy. And I think there was a rumor going around that if you put Pop Rocks and soda together, it would kill you in your stomach or something like that. I don't remember. Tab. Yes, I drank my fair share of Tab Cola. I think the can was pink. And I didn't drink it for years. And then I found it sometime probably in the late 80s. I imagine they still make it. And I tasted it and it was disgusting. And Jell-O molds. I remember my mom making the Jell-O molds and putting the fruit in it and slicing it. You know, it was like in the Jell-O ring mold and slicing it. And I liked it. I would have just as soon scooped it out of a bowl. But the Jell-O I did like was finger Jell-O. I haven't made that in a long time, where you put it in a pan and you have extra gelatin in it and then you cut it into cubes and it's real wiggly. Kids really like to eat those. I should make some for the grandkids. Well, I did put, let me see, this is 7 minutes, so I probably should stop here in a second because I don't want to make them too long because people go away. So I will, I guess, yeah, I'll just wait on the rest of it because I have a list just as long. I'll do that one tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye.